Hey, my loves, let me walk you through on how I made this stylish, gorgeous trouser or pants. Okay, this is kind of video you would like to see. Please do want to watch to the end. Like, comment, and share. And do not forget the most important thing, subscribe and be a part of this family. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive into it. So guys, for this, I'm making use of this beautiful Ankara print right here. Okay, and yeah, this is 6 yards, and from this we'll be making the pants, and obviously we'll be making a top out of it as well. All right, and now the first thing I did was to fold this fabric into two, not into two, like give it a fold to the point where I need it, right? And then I marked out the borderline right there, and now my measurement starts from how wide I want my waistband to be. So mine is at 2 inches. All right. You can do 1.5, 2 or 2.5, depending, but mine I prefer to use 2 inches. And then I marked out my cross measurement at 13, marked my hip at 9, marked my lap at 15, marked my knee right there, and then mark the full length of this pants. Okay, now when you mark the full length, also add extra 2 inches for folding allowance. All right, yep, because remember you're cutting directly on your fabric and not on a pattern paper. You get what I'm saying? So you have to put every necessary sewing allowance that you have to put at this point. Okay, so now after marking that, I have to go in my crotch depth at with 3.5. So from that my crotch depth, I have to mark it all the way up to my waistline, and then I have to connect all of those dots together like so, and then give it a curve like that. Okay, and now after that I'm dividing my waist into four, my hip measurement into four. Hip is 44 divided by 4 is 11, and then I'm going to add extra 1 inch to it. So if you want your pants to be not tight like mine, you can add like 2 inch to it so that it gives you that free space. Okay, but for this I want it to be fitted from the waist to the lap, obviously. Okay, so and now that I've marked that, now to the waist part, I'm going to divide my waist into four, and whatever thing I got, I'll mark it there. And then I added the dart sewing allowance, which is 1 inch, and then I added extra 1 inch for the waistline, for the sewing allowance, sorry, and then I marked it there. Okay, so now after that, connect that to the hip area. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going in from the uh, cross area by 1/2 inch, and then I will join it to the normal line. Okay, because that helps to eliminate bulge. You know, when you wear trouser and then it is folding at the front, it eliminates that. Now that's 1/2 inch. I'm going to add it to the upper part of the side, like you take it up, not down, not by the side, you take it up like that. So the waist is a little bit higher, the side is a little bit higher than the center. Okay, now go ahead and also mark your dart. You already know how to input your mark at this time. The next thing you are going to do is to take like the whole measurement of what you have at your hip area. Okay, and then mark that all the way down. Okay, so when you're marking that all the way down, also divide what you have by 2 to get your green line. So your green line is just you dividing your pattern or your block by 2, so that when you're cutting or when you're marking your measurements, what you do for one side you do for the other side. Okay, if you're following up on my channel and other videos that I've posted, it you will understand this by now, because we've made lots and lots of trousers by now, different styles, and we're still going. Okay, because I want everyone of us to learn how to make our pants perfectly. Okay, that is for me doing pants over and over and over and over again. I want it to build in. All right, yeah, so that is it. So just go ahead and divide that, and then also go ahead and take down the other one like so. You understand? So with that you have the sides and the center like that. So now it's time for us to start adding in our measurements. So my lap measurement divided by 2, I added extra 1 inch. all right, for sewing allowance. So I marked it right there. Now from what I have on my lap measurement, I'm going to be taking out 2 inches and then getting that. I don't want the knee to be tight. That's the essence of, that's why I'm doing it like this. If I want the knee to be tight, I'm going to just use my knee measurement and then mark it out and add it. Okay, so but with this, it's just like it's getting you close to your knee, but not like tight to your knee. So I'm also going to take out 3 inches to get the ankle part. All right, so with that, just go ahead and mark all of those lines together like so, and also join the other ones together like that. Okay, and that is just it for marking this. Just go ahead and cut it out like you've seen me do right now. So now that I've finished cutting that out, place your front on under folded fabric and make sure that you leave at least 2 inches gap from the center. Okay, mark out extend all the lines, extend the crotch line and every other line that is on your trouser. So on your crotch part, extend that by crotch extension, extend that by 2 inches. And then on the waistline, I went in by 2. You can do 1.5 depending on your hip measurement. And then I also went up by 1 inch. Okay, and now after doing that, connect that part down to the side. Okay, so that 2 inch that you went in by at the center, you have to mark it at the side. You understand? Yes, just mark it at the side like that and then trace that down to your knee. All right, and then also for the crotch pads, you just have to make a scanty, not a shallow curve. Your ruler cannot give you that curve, so I have to like freehand it. So just make a shallow, make sure that it is very, very shallow. Make a shallow curve to the crotch part, or do it from down to up, or maybe from up to down, either ways. Okay, and after that, you've gotten your back crotch depth, and then from that point, join that to your knee measurement and just mark that all the way down. That is all you have to do for the back. You see how simple this is? Very, very simple and easy to do, right? And with that, you have your perfect trouser cut out, measured and cut out. So just go ahead and cut like I'm doing right now. So yeah, this is what we have, the front and the back. Okay, so now make sure that your trouser comes out like this. If it doesn't, that means you're getting it all wrong. So next thing I'm doing, just for me to go ahead and so you just have to go ahead and mark the dart for the back as well. Okay, and also notch the dart for the front. Now after notching that dart on the side of the front, okay, on the side of the front where we are going to like sew in our pockets, you have to go in by 2 inches from the side and then go down by 7 inches. That is minus your band measurement. Just give that a slash. That is where we are going to sew our pockets from. You understand as this video progresses. All right, so just go ahead and set that aside. Now for my pocket, I'm going to go ahead and mark out that is -2. Okay, you have to start from 2 and then you measure down to 14 inches. Okay, mark that at 14 inches right there. And then after you mark at 14, okay, you have to measure 7 inches all the way to the top. Or you can go from top to down, but measure 7 inches by the side. And after you've measured your 7 inches, go ahead and connect that line together and cut it out. You'll be cutting 2 of this. Sorry, also make your curve. Okay, I forgot. Just make your curve right there, and then you cut this out, and you'll be cutting out 2 of this. So this is for one side of the pocket, and the other one will be for the other side of the pocket. Note that this is on fold. If you notice, it is on fold. Okay, so make sure you fold yours as well. So now that that is done, I also went ahead to cut out the ruffle that I need for the side, which is about almost just 1 yard plus, which is about almost 2 inches, just almost 2 inches. So nothing more than that. Okay, and now this is where the sewing begins. So for that side, front side where you notched to 2 inches, 2 inches upwards, and then 7 inches downwards, right? And then just go ahead and use the iron and press it down. At this point, if you want, you can add your air stay to it so that it is firm. Okay, but if you don't want, you can skip that. It doesn't mean at all right. Now after that, bring in that pocket that you cut out. Now do it the wrong side facing each other. Okay, wrong side facing each other. Hold it very closely like that, and then go ahead and fold it in from that part that you ironed. So after folding it, just go ahead and use your pin to hold it. You can still iron it at this point, but if you don't, just use your pin and hold it down. Just go and stitch it on top like that, then open it up and also stitch the other side down so that it won't be flipping out. Now after which, turn it like right side outwards and go ahead and stitch that. When you fold it open and then you place it like that, that's 2 inches that you folded in is what is going to be remaining at that point. So that means you've replaced that 2 inch that you folded in right there, and there you have your pocket. Okay, very simple. But if you need me to make a detailed video on this, just let me know and I will do that. But I already have a detailed instruction on the previous trouser that we made this month. The link will be in the description box as well. You can watch that and then you see how to fold sew in your pockets on your trouser. All right, yeah, the link will be in the description box. But if you need like a separate video, so let me know and I'll make that video for you guys. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do now is you have to go ahead and insert your zip at the center. Okay, start to zip at the center and then finish up the sewing. All right, and that is where you have it, and your crotch sewn, your zipper there, you have that right there. All right, and now after that, bring in your back piece and go ahead and sew your darts. All right, and also join the crotch area together. So by the time you're done doing that, this right here is what you will have. Okay, this is what you will have. And now that that is done, just go ahead and set that aside. Now bring in the side thing that you cut out, bring it in, go ahead and fold the down part into two, and then double fold it down and then do your gathers for the upper part. Okay, do it for the both of them. Remember, you cut out the two, do it for the both of them. Now that the gathers is done, this is what you will have. All right, after that, bring in the front piece, the front side of your trouser. Okay, just bring it in. Now you're going to be sewing the gather piece that you made along the sides of this pants, right? But before you do that, just use your tape first of all and measure down 1 inch, because you will not be starting from the top. So measure out 1 inch from the upper part. That is where you're going to start adding your gather designs from. All right, so I'm going to use my pin to pin this all the way down. Now when you get to the down part, you have to leave extra 4-inch allowance. All right, don't sew it all the way down. Remember, we have our folding to do at the end of the sewing, so your folding allowance is there on the down part, so don't have to sew it all the way down, just leaving some allowances as well. Okay, and sew this all there, just pin it all the way down, then do the same thing on the other side as well. Hope you guys are understanding me. If you have any question at this point, please do what, drop it in the comment section for me, and I will gladly answer every one of your questions. All right, thank you. So this is it. After that, go ahead and do the same thing on the other side as well. Remember, you have to go down by 1 inch and then start putting it from that 1 inch. And for the down part, you have to stop that 4 inch below the hem, 4 inch before the hem of your trouser. All right, so bear that in mind. Okay, capish? Capush. And make sure that your gathers are evenly spread. Very important. Make sure your gathers are evenly spread. Don't let it get clustered at a place more than the other. So make sure that you spread out your gathers evenly. So now go to the sewing machine and then sew that all the way down. After sewing it, you have something like this. Now go ahead and bring in the back side. Place it on the front. Join the sides together like that using 1/2 inch, and then also your inseam like that, hold it together and also sew that from center down and then from center to the other side as well. Okay, so after that, you'll be having this beautiful piece right here. You see how neat our trouser is, how neat and well structured it is, right? Yeah, so now the next thing we're going to do is for us to go ahead and then double fold the down or the hem of our trouser. You can iron this before you sew, or you sew before you iron, but I advise that you iron it before you sew. All right, and then the last thing to do is just for us to attach the band to this. There is one thing I did. I attached the band and then I let it overlap a little bit at the top. Okay, so that place that I pointed is where the band ended. And voila, we have this beautiful, nice trouser or pants, as you choose to call it. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching to the end. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section for me and I will gladly answer all of your questions. Coming next to your screen is the video tutorial on how I made this beautiful top. Don't miss it for anything. Until next time, guys, stay creative.